Welcome back to the Smoke Shack podcast. This is Steven. Today I'm bringing you a review for the Gurkha Evil. I have that footage here of the beginning of my review. However, my audio failed on me, so I am going to have to do audio over it. So excuse me for if I miss anything here, but this is the Gurkha Evil review. Welcome back to the Smoke Shack podcast. Today I'm bringing you a review on the Gurkha Evil. Check out the band here. Very, very veiny wrapper, as you can see. Very rustic look as well to the cigar, kind of oily. Slight toothiness to it as well. You can see, I'm pointing out the veins right now. Nice double cap here on top. Very well done on the cap. Nice even roll. Good firm spring to it. This is a Brazilian wrapper, Dominican binder, Nicaraguan filler. This is an Oscar Valladares product. 6x50 Toro. The aroma here on the body is quite earthy. There's even a bit of mushroom in there. The toe is leathery. Yeah, very nice leathery. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this now. Straight cut. The dry draw is slightly loose, but the tones here, the notes that I'm picking up heavily, are the earthy tones and that mushroom as well. The mushroom's quite strong here. It's quite nice. I'm gonna go ahead and light this thing up. Check to see if my mic was working. It's not. The initial notes here are earthy, leather, and a bit of spiciness. The spiciness is just hard to pin down exactly what it is. Yeah, but it's really nice. It's nice and earthy. You can really tell that there's a nice leather there as well. And then yeah, like the spiciness, just not really sure exactly where it's coming through. So I'm gonna go ahead and smoke this down a little bit more, and then come back to you with my thoughts on the first third. Bringing you back in here on the first third. The flavor profile here, it's a lot of those initial notes. They got the earthy tones, the mushroom there, some leather coming in. The cayenne spice is really nice. It kind of sits throughout. And then there's an almond as well. It's a slight almond in the background. The finish is a nice long cayenne. And then the retrohale is a cayenne and leather. As far as the strength goes, starts off pretty medium. The char line has been slightly wavy. Right now it's decently even. There is a hole that just opened up here. So in my second third, I'm going to have to deal with this hole. But the draw so far has been ideal. I'm sure that's going to change here with the hole. The ash has been rather flaky. But as far as the flavor notes, they've been really smooth, quite intricate. Very rich, excuse me, and very balanced as well. I have enjoyed the first third here, so hopefully the second third matches up and hopefully this hole isn't too bad and doesn't affect the cigar too much. So I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down to the halfway point and then catch you back up with my thoughts. Coming back in here in the second third, we have hit about the halfway point in the cigar. Strength has finally kicked up here to a medium full. It's going to creep up to the full strength. I know it's listed as a medium full cigar, but it's really packing a punch right now. The flavor notes or the flavor profile here is coffee with the cayenne pepper still there. There's a cream as well in there and some cedar. The finish is a nice long cayenne pepper, just like in the first third. Really nothing to knock here as far as the flavor. Really smooth, really intricate, very rich flavor, well balanced. There was a hole in the second third, went throughout the whole second third, which led to a slightly loose and slightly tight draw at times. And slightly wavy ash or char line as well, and then slightly flaky ash. So construction kind of been an issue here so far. Now these have only aged about a week in my humidor, so haven't really had a lot of time to settle in. But as far as flavor goes, this is a great flavor. I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down into the final third. Go ahead and take the band off here shortly, and catch you back up with my thoughts on the that final third, and then the overall thoughts on the cigar as a whole. Coming back in here on the final third, flavor profile here is that cayenne pepper, which has been in the cigar throughout. The earthy soil kind of comes back into play here. Cedar sticks around as well from the previous third, but there's a nice sweetness as well in here. Now the cayenne pepper it's kind of a little bit too strong here, or unbalanced, to where I'm not sure exactly what that sweetness is, but it's something sweet. The finish here is a short cedar finish. It's not as long as the other ones before. Even the final third is a slightly bit coarse, but the char line here has been pretty even. The ash has been pretty solid as well. The strength has been a full body here. I know it's listed as a medium full cigar. It's a full body finish here, or full body strength. And then as far as the evolution and just overall score of this cigar, you know, the finish was there throughout, except for that final third. We definitely have, it's a lot shorter of a finish there. So it deducts a little bit there. And then the evolution of the cigar was nicely, I think it was pretty elaborate. That cayenne pepper being used throughout, you know, it kind of knocks it there. And then a lot of the cedar being used throughout as well. Give it a little bit of a knock there. But all in all, pretty good score here. 66 out of 70 for the tasting score. That's a pretty solid score. Anything over 65 really is really good. Where we had the issues, though, was with the combustion of the cigar. We really had in the middle there with the hole, it was the draw was slightly loose and slightly hard at times, but the rest of the cigar, it was pretty ideal throughout. Slightly wavy ash, or slightly wavy char line, I apologize, for the first and second third, and then flaky ash in the first third and slightly flaky ash in the second third. Everything kind of rounded itself back out here in the final third, but with the small hole in the cigar and everything, it gave it a 6 out of 10 combustion score. Not great. 9 out of 10 pre-light score, which is pretty good. The only knock being the draw was slightly loose, and then a presentation score of 8 out of 10, giving me a final score 89 out of 100 for the cigar. Really, the knock there was the combustion. The flavors were really good here. This is, you know, a 90 rated cigar if the combustion was there. Again, I let these age probably a week in my humidor, so give it a month, 2 months. That combustion score will probably be a little bit better. breaking you into the 90s there. But MSRP for this stick is $9.35. With our price per point score, we got 1.05. That's $1.05 per point here. So overall, a pretty good buy. Really, anything around $1 or under is a good buy. So all in all, pretty good cigar here. Again, if you let it age a little bit longer than I did, probably have a little bit better combustion there as well as some flavor. If you like the video, go ahead and drop a like. Drop a comment if you have any of these Gurkha products or the Gurkha Evil itself. What's your experience with them combustion-wise, or maybe any Oscar Valladares products. Really love Oscar's unique style as far as his presentation on products. The Gurkhas is very metal or that heavy metal rock culture. It's kind of a cool looking cigar, but he has a lot of other really cool stuff. Anyway, anything, comments about this cigar or any of the Oscar cigars, go ahead and drop them down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then we'll see you next time here on the Smoke Shack.